So in this session, we are going to see the basic concepts of cloud computing and cloud architecture models and cloud infrastructures. So before entering into the concepts and before entering into the subject, so we have to know the course objectives. So these are some of the course objectives. So the first objective is to understand the principles of cloud architecture models and infrastructure. The second objective is to understand the concepts of virtualization and virtual machines. The third objective is to gain knowledge about virtualization infrastructure. The fourth objective is to explore and experiment with various cloud deployment environments. The fifth objective is to learn about the security issues in the cloud environment. So this is the first unit. So the first unit deals with cloud architecture models and cloud infrastructures. And these are the topics you are going to see inside your first unit. It deals with cloud architecture and cloud infrastructure. So in cloud architecture, we are going to see the system models for distributed and cloud computing and NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology, cloud computing reference architecture, and what are the different types of deployment models and what are the different types of service models available in cloud computing. In cloud infrastructure, we are going to see the architectural design for computing and storaging of your clouds and what are the design challenges available while you are creating your cloud infrastructure. So, after the cloud evolution, so the cloud has changed everything. So you have unlimited computing resources. So computing resources in the sense you are having unlimited processing powers, you are having unlimited data storages and data mining. So wherever, whatever, whenever you can do all the process through the clouds. So after the evolution of the cloud computing, there is a biggest change to our industry since the rise of the internet. Since internet is the backbone of your cloud computing, so after the evolution of the internet and after the evolution of cloud computing, the data transferring rate and data storage rate has changed everything because of the evolution of the clouds. So next one is why the name cloud comes. So the name cloud comes through the network engineers. So for storing your network devices and the interconnections made by the network engineers, they named it as a cloud. So the shape of the network design is looking like a cloud. So they are naming it as a cloud. So next one is cloud. So what do you mean by cloud? So cloud maybe, so for cloud you are having n number of definitions. So first one is cloud refers to a network or internet. So from that cloud you are going to take the data and you are going to access the data and you are going to manipulate some of the data through that particular network or internet. So cloud is something which is present at remote location. So cloud is invisible to the users. So through the internet, you are going to connect to that particular cloud and you are going to take the data from that particular remote location. So what it is providing? So it provides services over the network. So that particular network may be either it may be a LAN, WAN or virtual private networks. So some of the applications while you are implementing cloud computing is email, web conferencing, and customer relationship management. All are running your cloud environments. So next one is introduction to cloud computing. So this is the definition for cloud computing. So cloud computing refers to manipulating, configuring and accessing the applications online. So you are going to manipulate the data. So from the user side, so you are going to request some data. So from that, after getting that particular data, you are going to manipulate some of the data and you are going to configuring the devices and you are going to access that particular data through online. So it offers online data storage. So cloud computing offers online data storage and infrastructure and applications. So cloud computing refers to logical computational resources accessible via computer network. So through a computer network, you are creating a logical thing, and you are by that you are going to connect that particular resources. So it simply states that cloud computing means you are going to store something and you are going to access something in a remote location, either it may be a data or program or application or whatever it may be. So next one is so these are some of the definitions. There are a lot of definitions. So next definition is a cloud is a pool of virtualized computer resources. It is nothing but a container. So pool is nothing but a container. So from that container, you can take the data and you can access the data, or you can manipulate the data wherever and whatever you are maybe. So next one is a cloud infrastructure provides a framework to manage scalable, reliable, on-demand access to applications. So next one is a cloud is invisible backend to many of our mobile applications. So it is a invisible thing. So a cloud is, and why we are saying a cloud is invisible is it is available in somewhere remote location. So from the remote location you are going to access the data through the internet. So why you are saying this cloud is an invisible to our applications. So next one is this particular cloud computing, you can say it as pay as you go model, because whatever you are providing for that only you can pay the amount, and you can use the data whatever you want. So only you are saying pay as you go model. So this is the proper definition given by the authors for cloud computing. So cloud computing is a model for enabling ubiquitous, that is nothing but it can present anywhere. So cloud computing may be present anywhere. So through the internet you can take the data or you can manipulate the data, and it is convenient and on demand network resources. So you can demand the data. So whatever you want, you can get the data. So only are saying on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computer resources. So from the pool of computer resources, you are accessing the data. So that particular resources may be either it may be a networks, either it may be a servers, or either it may be applications, whatever it may be. You are taking from that pool, shared pool. So this is the proper definition for cloud computing. So this is an sample pictorial representation for cloud computing. So the documents, videos, emails, pictures, calendars, applications are present inside the cloud. So you can access that particular, you can access whatever, you can access the documents, videos, emails, whatever it may be, through the laptops, through the desktop, to the mobiles, to the tablets. With the help of the internet, we can access the data whatever present inside the clouds. So these are some of the examples of cloud computing platforms and services. As you know, we are using Google Drive, we are using Gmail. So these are some of the services provided by cloud computing. And AWS, this is nothing but a platform. So where you can buy the storage space. So from the storage space, we can create something, and we can access the data, we can manipulate the data. So these are the examples of your cloud computing platforms and services. So next one is objectives of cloud computing. The first one is elasticity. So elasticity is nothing but ability to scale virtual machines resources up or down. So based on the demand of your resources, you can either increase or decrease your virtual machine resources. So that is nothing but the elasticity. So next one is on demand usage. So ability to add or delete. So depending upon the consuming power, depending upon the computing power, you can either add or delete the particular CPU or memory or whatever it may be. So that is nothing but your on demand usage. So next one is pay per use. That is nothing but pay only for what you are using. So that is nothing but pay per use. So next objective is multi-tenancy. So it is nothing but a n number of users or using your data centers in an isolated manner. So that is nothing but your multi-tenancy. So these are some of the important objectives of your cloud computing. So next one. So this is the evolution or history of the cloud. So this is a pictorial representation how the cloud computing evolves from the basic thing, how it is going, how the technology is evolving, are shown in this particular picture. We can go through this. So this is the sample cloud architecture given by me. So you are having two things. One is front end, another one is back end. So front end is nothing but your end users. So end users are nothing but the front end. So it may be a laptop, it may be a CPU, it may be a desktop, whatever it may be. So whatever devices that are used by the users, that comes under the front end. So backend is nothing but it is a invisible thing. So which is nothing but your cloud computing. So in that you are storing the servers, you are storing the software platforms, you are storing the applications, and you are storing the data. So that is nothing but your backend. And this particular front end and backend is connected by using your internet connectivity. So through this internet connectivity, you are transferring the data from the end users to the clouds, and from cloud to end users, or from end users to clouds, and you are manipulating some of the things. So this is the cloud architecture. So these are some of the cloud providers, top cloud providers. First one is Amazon Web Services. It comes under infrastructure as a service. Next one is Rackspace, comes under infrastructure as a service. Salesforce.com, it comes under either it may be a software as a service or a program as a service. Fourth one is Google App Engine. It comes under program as a service. Next one is Microsoft Azure. It comes under program as a service. Next one is Joint. It comes under infrastructure as a service. Last one is GoGrid. It comes under infrastructure as a service. So these are the major commonly used cloud providers. So next one is the advantages of cloud computing. So first one is it is economical, cost wise. Next one is reliability, it is reliable. Next one is manageability, so you can manage easily the cloud computing. Next one is data centralization, so data are stored in a centralized manner in a proper way. Last one is proper security, so securities are provided to a cloud computing in a proper manner. So these are the major advantages of cloud computing. So next one is disadvantages of cloud computing or drawbacks for cloud computing. So first comes internet connectivity. So without the help of internet, you can't go for cloud computing. So if you are going for cloud concept, so the major thing is internet connectivity. So without this, you can't go for clouds. So next one is lower bandwidth. So if your bandwidth is very low, you can't transfer the data from end user to the cloud or from the cloud to the end users. Next one is effect of speed. So if you are having lower bandwidth, automatically the speed will reduce. And next one is security issues. Fifth one is agreements. Next one is lack of support, and last one is variation in cost. So depending upon the service providers, it may vary the cost. So these are the major drawbacks of your cloud computing. So this is a pictorial representation how before cloud computing and after cloud computing. So if you see the picture before cloud computing, so you have to if you are going to share the information, all the devices should be kept in a single room, and you have to connect one by one. So after your cloud computing, so you have to store that particular data, or you have to store the particular servers, or you have to store the particular database in a single cloud area, and you from there you can interconnect all these things and you can retrieve the data. So this is the pictorial representation before your cloud computing and after cloud computing. So next one is NIST. So NIST stands for National Institute of Standards and Technology. So this particular NIST proposed a definition for this cloud computing. What is this? Paper. So cloud computing as a pay per use model. So as I already said, so what you are using, you can pay for that alone. So that is nothing but your pay per use model. So what you are going to use, you are going to use the networks, servers, storage applications, and services from the pool of data. So from the pool of data, you are going to get that particular data and you are going to use based on your resources or based on your network what you are having. So that is nothing but your National Institute of Standards and Technology is proposing. So this is the definition for cloud computing proposed by NIST. So NIST proposed a reference model for this cloud computing. So this is the pictorial representation for cloud reference model. So you're having cloud consumers, cloud auditors, cloud providers, cloud carriers, and cloud brokers. So these are the major actors present inside your cloud reference models. So NIST Cloud Computing Reference Architecture defines five major actors. So first one is cloud consumer, second one is cloud provider, third one is cloud carrier, fourth one is cloud auditor, fifth one is cloud broker. So these are the major five actors we are going to see in the cloud reference model proposed by NIST. So here each actor is an entity. So entity in the sense it may be a person or an organization that participates in the transaction or processing or any other task including in your cloud computing. So this is about your reference model actors. So first one is cloud consumer. So who are all the consumers? The principal stakeholders for cloud computing services are all consumers. So who are all consuming or who are requesting the data from the cloud? They are all consumers, principal stakeholders. So a cloud consumer represents a person or it may be an organization that maintains business relationship with the cloud providers. So consumers or cloud consumers or it may be a person or organization that uses the services from a cloud providers. So they are all cloud consumers. So for cloud consumers, you need SLAs, that is service level agreement. So this service level agreement has some it deals with the quality of service, security, remedy for performance failures. So if you are dealing with cloud consumers, you are in need of SLAs. So this is about cloud consumers. So the cloud consumers have cloud services on SaaS, that is nothing but your software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So this is the representation or pictorial representation. So where all the cloud consumers are using. So cloud consumers are using in maybe IaaS consumers or PaaS consumers or SaaS consumers. So IaaS in the sense it may be deals with storage, service management, or platform hosting deals with IaaS consumers, and PaaS, that is nothing but your platform as a service consumer. It may be how you are going. It may be comes under application deployment. You are going to integrating and you are going to development and testing and database comes under your PaaS consumers. And last one is SaaS, that is nothing but software as a service. So here only are using human resources, emails, CRMs, buildings, that comes and all your software as a service. So these are the services provided by cloud consumers. So next one is cloud provider. So cloud provider is nothing but he is a person or an organization. So what is the role? It is for responsible for making a service available to interested parties. So who are all interested in the particular information. So that particular information is given by this particular cloud provider. So that is the definition. It is the entity responsible for making a service available to the interested parties. So that interested parties may be a person or an organization. So this is the definitions and this is the explanation for cloud providers. So this is the five major activities in your cloud providers. So first one is service deployment and service orchestration and service management, security and privacy. So service deployment in the sense how you are going to deploy that particular data and how you are going to run. Service orchestration is nothing but how you are going to design, how you are going to create in an online manner. So that is nothing but your service orchestration. Next one is cloud service management. So how you are going to manage that particular provided data, or how you are going to provide the data to the consumers, how you are going to manage that particular thing. Next one is security and privacy. So how you are going to secure data and how private your data is present inside your cloud. So these are the five major activities in the cloud providers. So next actor is cloud auditor. So cloud auditor is nothing but it is a party which can perform an independent examination. So auditor is nothing but you are going to examine something. So what it examines? It examines the service controls. So how the data are going to and from. That is nothing but that can be carried out in the cloud auditor. So cloud auditor is a party that can perform an independent examination of cloud service controls with the intent to express an opinion thereon. So next one, it can evaluate the services. So cloud auditor can evaluate the services in terms of security controls, in terms of privacy, in terms of privacy impact, and in terms of performance. So by these terms, it is evaluating the your clouds. So this is done by your cloud auditor. So next one is cloud broker. So this is the definition for a cloud broker. So a cloud broker it is nothing but an entity that manages the use, performance and delivery of cloud services and negotiates relationship between cloud providers and cloud consumers. So cloud broker is nothing but he will negotiate the some things. It may be either it may be a delivery of some services or managing of some services based on the performance between cloud providers and cloud consumers. This cloud broker is negotiating something. So this is the role of the cloud brokers. So a cloud consumer may request some cloud services through the cloud broker. So cloud broker can give the data to the cloud consumer with the help of cloud providers directly. So this is the duty of the cloud brokers. So these are the categories. So there are three categories of your present in cloud brokers. So first one is service intermediation. Next one is service aggregation. Third one is service arbitrage. So service intermediation is nothing but it is a relationship between your subscriber and the publisher. So subscriber in the sense it is a service client and service provider. So connection between. So component lies between your subscriber and publishers. Next one is service aggregation. So service aggregation is nothing but the process of combining all the things in a single thing. So the process of combining all the things in a single unit is nothing but your service aggregation. So service arbitrage is nothing but a business model. How you are selling the particular products to the third party. So that deals with the service arbitrages. So next one is cloud carrier. So cloud carrier is nothing but it acts as an intermediary. So intermediary is in the sense it provides connectivity and transport. So where you are going to connect and transport between cloud consumers and cloud providers, you are going to connect and transport the data to and fro. So that duty is done by the cloud carrier. So cloud carrier provides, so what are the information it is providing? It is providing through networks or through telecommunications or any other accessing devices what is present inside the clouds or what is present, what you are using in the networks. So this is the brief definition about your introduction of cloud computing and NIST models, cloud computing architecture models. So thank you.